Of the India versus Pakistan rivalry, and this time it is in the Women's World Cup encounter in Colombo. The first major update, no handshake. Harmanpreet Kaur and Fatima Sana, they did not shake hands, and because of that now, from the Asia Cup until now, the status quo has remained. No handshake has taken place between the India and Pakistan skippers, and because of that now, there is extra tension in this match as well. It was already made clear a couple of days back that India and Pakistan will not shake hands even in the World Cup. Now this has happened. The toss has taken place in Colombo, and because of that, Pakistan have won the toss and they have chosen to bowl. But this match is part of the broader context in which we are living in, because India and Pakistan now, right from September 14th all the way now to October 5, 3 matches, no handshake in the Asia Cup. 1 match now in the Women's World Cup, no handshake has taken place. Overcast conditions in Colombo, and that is why Pakistan have opted to bowl, because they might be wondering that weather could play a factor. Now remember, this game was under a rain threat, but now it has just eased off. The chances of rain are very little, but you can never know with the weather in Colombo. There is a breeze. If it's coming from the seaside in Colombo, then that means rain is imminent later on in the day as well. So India will be looking to capitalize on a fresh pitch which has grass, and that's why there are a couple of changes in both teams. If you have to look at the Pakistan 11 at this point, it's Muniba Ali, the left-handed opener, along with Sadaf Shamas. She is the one replacement who's come in. Sidra Amin, Ramin Shamim, then there is Alia Riaz, Sidra Nawaz, Fatima Sana. Sidra Nawaz, remember, has been a veteran in the Pakistan lineup. Fatima Sana is the captain. Natalia Parvez, the player who was in question when Sana Mir gave that controversial remark about Kashmir. She's in the team as well, followed by Daina Beg, one of their premier bowlers who's been in the team for a pretty long time. There is Nashra Sandhu also, and Sadia Iqbal. So that is the Pakistan 11 that you're looking at. As far as the India 11 is concerned, Pratika Rawal, Smriti Mandhana, Harleen Deol, Harmanpreet Kaur, Jemima Rodriguez, Deepti Sharma, Richa Ghosh, Sneh Rana, Renuka Singh Thakur. Now she replaces Amanjot. Amanjot, remember, was the star in the game between India and Sri Lanka. She hit a 50 there. She scored she took 3 wickets as well, but she misses out due to illness. And because of that, Renuka Singh Thakur, Kranti Gaud, who's been very impressive, and there is Sri Charani. So that is the playing 11 that we have for India, and we are the playing 11 for Pakistan. Now remember the statistics. In women's ODIs, India are a dominant 11-0. This is with proof that India have won 11 games against Pakistan in the women's ODI setup. Be it in the World Cups, be it in multi-nation events, India have always gotten the better of Pakistan. And because of that, this contest, India might be the favourites. Heading into this contest as well, India had beaten Sri Lanka comfortably in Barsapara. Pakistan, on the other hand, lost pretty heavily to Bangladesh. So that is why they will want to ensure that they get the better of India, because heading into the rest of the tournament, they'll face tougher sides like Australia, England, New Zealand, South Africa. So that's why Pakistan really need this match to ensure they stay in contention. India, on the other hand, if they beat Pakistan, they will go into their next 4 matches, which are against the tougher opponents, high on confidence. Now, look at what happened. When the toss happened, Fatima Sana and Harmanpreet Kaur were maintaining their distance. The toss happened, immediately Fatima Sana walked across. No handshakes, not even a cursory glance was done. She just announced that she's going to bowl. And because of that now, Pakistan will be really determined that on a fresh wicket, the likes of Daina Beg, Nashra Sandhu, they get some movement to ensure that the Indian batters are troubled. Smriti Mandhana, on the other hand, she's just 64 runs away from becoming the first Indian batter to score 1,000 runs in a calendar year. She's been in fantastic form throughout. You saw the series against Australia, how dominant she was. First time in the game against Sri Lanka, she was dismissed for a low score. And that is why now India's batters really need to up the ante. Now, for people who are asking, is there a reserve day for the league stages in case rain gets washed out? No. League games, there is no reserve day. So that is why if the match is washed out, teams get 1 point each. But the bigger talking point is this: no handshake whatsoever. The India women's team have followed the government and the BCCI directive, no shaking hands with the Pakistan team. Suryakumar Yadav and his team did it 3 times. They did not shake hands with the Pakistan counterparts. They didn't even go for the trophy presentation. Neither did they take the trophy from Mohsin Naqvi as well. Here, Fatima Sana and Harmanpreet Kaur refused to shake hands, and that's why now the trilogy, if you have to look at it, the 4-part story of India versus Pakistan, you'll have to look at tosses, is done. No more of this drama is going to happen unless Pakistan and India both make it to the semi-finals, and then you'll have another round. So basically, this is the way we are looking at it. No handshake. Pakistan have won the toss and have chosen to bowl. There is one change in the Indian team with Amanjot Kaur not been there. And for Pakistan, there is also one change that has been forced. So 11-0, that is the head-to-head record that the Indian team have over Pakistan and women's ODIs at this point in time. And I'll try and take some comments also which are coming, if there are any at this stage. Because see, this match has vital importance for the progression of the Women's World Cup. Because for India, their next 4 encounters are against South Africa, Australia, England and New Zealand. Their last league game is against Bangladesh. So it is not going to be easy at all as to how they go about it. One hopes that they can really put on all the things. And there is no handshake should be permanent. That is what Sauradipta Chanda is saying. Yes, see, now looking at the situation that has happened, it is really, really sad that this has turned out to be what it is. But yes, you have to blame Pakistan for this. Pakistan have been stoking controversy every single day. And heading into the Women's World Cup also, Sana Mir was also no different when she said that, okay, this player comes from Azad Kashmir. Now the problem is, if she had just mentioned Pakistan Kashmir, then the controversy would have died down. But then from where she comes from, using these kind of references is a problem. And that is why when she said Azad Kashmir, it was just not up to the mark. Now we don't know who's in the commentary panel for this, but I think there will be no Sana Mir at this point. We don't know in the commentary list who's going to be there, so that's why this is there. FF is saying no handshake reminded me of COVID times, but then that time you had a distance also, my friend, 6 feet ki duri. So that was also there. But here, it has been brought about by Pakistan. Let's make no mistake about it. It is done because of them only. And India need to win this. It will be very hard to beat Australia. Daniel Matthews saying, see, you have to beat all the teams that's there. Be it South Africa, England have given out a major statement of intent. Australia, yes, it's always Australia and the rest of the globe. But understand one thing, this is the best chance for India to win this World Cup. And looking at the crowd that is there, hardly any crowd at the Premadasa Stadium, but Sri Lanka you would expect it at this point in time. There's hardly any attendance for Test cricket. Whatever you are seeing are school children, and remember, in Sri Lanka there is a policy, school children and will be given free attendance, and they will also be allowed free entry into the stadiums there. So school children will dominate most of the proceedings in when you look at the stands at the Premadasa Stadium. So that's why there is not much of a crowd. And yesterday's washout also would have dampened the spirits in more ways than one. And sports fans said, what are the weak links India needs to work on? Last match, our lower order bailed us out. I think we have to understand one thing. Smriti Mandhana, if she fails, then Harmanpreet Kaur and the others will have to step in. Jemima has to step in a big way. But yes, Pratika Rawal did a good job in this sense that yes, she was aggressive at the start. If your lower order can also chip in, why not? Normally it was the other way around. And that is where when you look at it, yes, there is this ceremony that is going on at the ground which is quite unique. And yeah, it's quite a unique celebration. Sri Lanka has always great celebrations in their own unique style in that sense. But yeah, this match might not have taken place in Colombo. India would have not travelled to Colombo had it not been for Pakistan, because this is the only game they are playing. Rest of the matches, wherever Pakistan are playing, they will only play in Colombo. And they've had a bad start with Pakistan losing to Bangladesh as well. So yes, this is the way the national anthems are coming up on the way. Would Pakistan be able to handle the pressure? That's what one user is asking. See, Pakistan, they know their bowling and batting both are weak. Anjum Chopra on commentary, she mentioned that yes, when you look at the way how they tackle spin, they don't use their feet much. So that's why this is a big problem for Pakistan. And that's why they have to tackle, if you want to tackle Deepti Sharma, if you want to tackle all the others, you have to play them pretty well, using the sweep shot well, using the reverse sweep well, using their feet and getting to the pitch of the ball pretty well. That's how you'll have to do it. And That is the thing. FF, West Indies should have been instead of Pakistan. Pakistan on the whole don't know how they qualified. FF, West Indies didn't qualify. Simple. They missed out on qualification by a single run. That's the bitter truth about it. So that's why looking at how West Indies are going about it, they are not there. Simple. Rasim is like saying nothing is going to change because of no handshake. If you are true, then don't play against them. Okay, Rasim, we wish that we never play Pakistan. But we are not the decision makers. Our government has put us in this spot. The government also should now just say enough. Let us not play Pakistan. I am all for it. We should never play a rogue terrorist nation. Simple. You saw what happened in the Asia Cup, how they destroyed the essence of cricket. Pakistan did that. And in order to respond in the way Pakistan did, you have to do what Suryakumar Yadav did. I am sorry, there cannot be any other justification. The Indian women's team luckily have carried on this mantle. So the main question was, will they do it at an ICC event? Yes, they have done it. And that's why kudos for the no handshake bit even with the Pakistan team as well. But I do wish, sincerely I do wish, we never play Pakistan. Anywhere. Be it multi-nation events, be it any kind of events, we do not play Pakistan. We don't need to play Pakistan. Simple. Because playing them will not enhance our quality. It won't enhance our stature. We are doing a favor by playing Pakistan. But we shouldn't play them. I do agree. I, for one, don't want to see an India-Pakistan encounter. But our government are the big decision makers, Rasik. What do we do about it? We are not the government at this point in time. So let's look at any other thing. Would rained out matches get Pakistan free points or potentially sneak into top 4 if NRR plays a role later? Okay. Supposing there are 6 games left for Pakistan. 6 points lost. I mean, it's all rained out, 6 points. Yes, then NRR could play a role. But then New Zealand, South Africa, England, Australia, India, 5 teams are already battling it out for 4 spots. How will Pakistan, who will potentially have lesser number of points, sneak in? Mathematically, it looks very difficult, but yeah, I won't rule it out with all the rain breaks in Colombo, that's there. But actually, weather is slated to improve from next week onwards. So maybe you'll see full games between Pakistan and the rest of the teams that they play. So that's why this is the current situation that you've got. The Pakistan anthem is done. The Indian anthem is now going on. So let's see how that pans out. I just hope that doesn't happen. Then Daniel Matthew is like saying, sportsman, seeing SA women form this World Cup, do you think the top 4 is already decided? No. I think the South Africa-England game was a one-off. I think South Africa won't choke in the way that they did. I think they are a pretty decent team. However, tougher tests await them in that sense. And Pak won't even win one match. Priyanshu is saying, yeah, they won't. But then see, Pakistan are taking on Sri Lanka. Maybe that is the one game they could win. Maybe they will not win against England. They will not win against South Africa. They won't win against New Zealand or Australia. But never count out Pakistan. You don't know. For the sake of the sport, for the sake of the neutrality bit, I don't want to get in my bias in. Let's just say that any contest that begins with an even keel. Okay? It's unfortunate. But then yes, we know that they won't win. But then let's not degrade them by further saying, oh, they have no chance of winning. Yes, your prophecy will come true. They won't even win one game. Hope so. Let's hope so anyway. So that is the way we are looking at it. We are starting the game in the next 2-3 minutes. If there is one more comment, I will take it. True, I am with you. India should stop playing Pakistan. Let's hope so that happens. And that is why this is the thing. Not much of a crowd at Colombo. Looking at this pitch, it's traditionally a fresh wicket that is there at the Premadasa Stadium. If they can get India to a total in excess of 250, 260, then Pakistan will be in trouble. Because their batters do not have the capability to ensure that they bat aggressively. You look at the strike rates of every Pakistani batter that's there. It's not that intimidating. On the other hand, Mandhana, Harmanpreet, Jemima, they all have to prosper. But remember, the major player lower down the order with no Amanjot in is Richa Ghosh. Sneh Rana, her resurgence began in Colombo in that tri-series. So Sneh Rana, Deepti Sharma, they will be the key to ensure Pakistan do not come anywhere close to the target at this point in time. So yes, the Pakistani fielders are all coming out. There is a fair smattering of Indian fans as well. But this will be the visual of the day. No handshake. From Dubai to Colombo, no handshake. India and Pakistan, and it's a good thing that has happened, because you cannot have any kind of friendly gestures in any kind of event with a rogue terrorist entity, be it anybody from that particular part of the world, be it anybody. So let's see. I would say that India are making close to 260, 270. Smriti might break some records, and let's see, maybe India will make it 12-0 against Pakistan. We hope so. But one thing, let's hope there's no rain. Anyway, the cutoff time for a T20 game, if it has to happen, is 8:30 p.m. IST. If there is rain and you cannot continue, but if they begin from that point, 8:30 p.m. or 9 p.m. IST is the cutoff time for a T20I game. So let's see how that happens. No reserve day for this particular match, no reserve day for any league games. No, but for a T20 match, 20 overs minimum should be played to constitute a result. So if 20 overs is possible for a T20 game also, you need to resume the game by 9 p.m. in case of a rain delay. So we have Pratika and Smriti Mandhana coming out to open. Mandhana in top form. Let's see how she goes about. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us. Thank you for your comments. We'll be doing the India-Pakistan updates as well. Do check out that and check out Sports Today for all the other content that we are going to give you. Lots coming your way. Stay tuned.